Okay, the reason why I'm starting here is because of that. Because it turns off Outfox fucked it again. And it's pretty much down here at the defaults. Seriously, whose idea was it to put scratch up and scratch down on left shift and left control? I would be potentially saying they just assume it is pretty much nobody uses any of the of those keys. Dude, they're actually being used for system stuff, so that one, I may actually do stuff over in here if that's the case, if it's on the last one, which is the default stuff. If that is the case, I may need to override stuff over in here, which is going to be something, alright. So yeah, another reason to be angry at Outfox, even though apparently they are getting their stuff together. In regards of Serenity, there has been an update, but it's still not the release of Season 3. I can't really go out in here because it's just not there. So yeah, in regards of everything else, the zue-row changelog. November 10th. Display if a song is short on screen select music. Event mode only. It's because there's nothing in terms of counts as half a round. Because of course. So yeah, also short is considered less than a minute. Then didn't need that check. It is pretty much me doing calculations in the background for certain things whenever I am doing this, either for the error bar because of the display and everything, because it's not just the timing window that's being done, it is that plus timing window add. And that's what I've been doing, and that's, yeah, I had to check if it's not Eterna do all of this, but since I already do an Eterna check, if it's a certain Eterna version, have it as 0 because it doesn't have the preference anymore. So yeah, that is pretty much that. On next thing, November 11th, I pretty much mixed both. I added 2DX scoring and no combos aren't involved. It pretty much acts like Supernova 2, what I have there. And yeah, that's the only thing you'll be getting. There's nothing going to be there like A scoring, because it's pretty much just that, but actually with lower timing windows even. Whoops! I'm not done yet with the profile leveling. I accidentaled them with the... I'm not really sure when I accidentaled them in. And it's also the part where I went over from Visual Studio Code to Visual Studio Codium. Yeah, forgot to load the correct value. That is because of me loading in profile stuff incorrectly. Because I think either I copy-pasted it from somewhere, or I did it wrong or changed it wrong. Because for the rotation it was checking or loading in effects, which is wrong. So yeah, it should actually load in the actual rotation. So yeah, that is that. And forgot to adjust another check, and that was me because, yeah, since I changed the show node graph, it was being wonky elsewhere since I had it different way before. So yeah, because of that, that is now that. November 12th. Use step cache to show gameplay time when enabled. So this is pretty much the fix for what I came across last time, for if the timings are off, especially for things like in here. Because yeah, it says the least for the first and the latest for the last second. Same goes for beads. And because of that, I needed to cache them myself on my end. So yeah, that is pretty much that. And I would be potentially saying that is just partially something. I'm not really sure if I also added certain things. Yeah, because I didn't even had them here yet, so whoops on that part. Because they will be getting added a day later. But still within November 12th, just credits. And it's pretty much just, yeah, instead of just the Outfox credits, I am actually displaying the credits like Eterna credits, ITG Mania credits, Step Mania credits, and it's pretty much, for pretty much everyone else, it is pulling what they have as the credits. I mean, ITG Mania has theirs adjusted, Eterna doesn't have a credit, so it will show the Step Mania credits, Step Mania credits is Step Mania credits, and Outfox credits, that's something else. I need to go back, I would be needing to go back on that later, which is coming up later in a changelog, because here I am just checking on yeah, what current stuff is and everything. And yeah, because yeah, it needs a specific song. I am checking it on two places, because one is just the Outfox folder. I have it deleted on my end, that's why it is not doing it correctly. But if it's not there, it checks for Serenity Volume 1, because it's there already. And yeah, the other update is pretty much checking if the medium is pretty much there. I may need to edit some stuff in there as well, because of, yeah, whatever. Yeah, November 13th, add show column queues and update step cache for previews and on non-Outfox engines. So yeah, I finally got around on doing that, which was quite a something. And I still need to, still had to do some things. Pretty much, I have to explain a little bit more on the next 2 days, because yeah, I just said it's pretty much, yeah, it's one thing and there are several things in there. November 14th, update version specific checks. Pretty much the majority of stuff are mainly Eterna ones, because I am also going back below the official Eterna version, so to speak, because anything before that was just Stepmania-Eterna, and I am pretty much going around there on fixing them, pretty much getting support in for those as well. I haven't gone down the line, and I may even have left behind some Eterna checks. They may be coming up later. Next thing over in here, which is pretty much what I have to pretty much explain what is there. On November 15th, various little fixes. I have to actually go in there. Pretty much one with the show stats and everything on Mini, because it shows them all if it's pretty much anywhere on the timing lines. So yeah, that needed to be done. Some pretty much checks on certain get environment values, because potentially they may not even getting pulled correctly or at all on certain things. And yeah, because of that I have to put an or 0 in there, just so that it has something. I am also deleting pretty much a reset of show stats if the course is secret. So yeah, that is pretty much there. What I also deleted is for the column queues, double pop music, pretty much 18 in that case, 2 times 9, because double has been introduced when it was doable on doing pretty much, yeah, Outfox has it, and by that time there was already ability to do it the efficient way instead of me checking which row there are myself. Yeah, pretty much the medium stuff for the credits, the actual proper check. Yeah, and for the banner I do some additional checks depending if first of all, if show banners actually exist, and if it has been set to false, because then I need to force enable the banner. If it is set on full and it's turned off, because it's then not showing it for the songs. For the background, no, not backgrounds, for the pegs it may be. I did it on 2 places at once. And I also added shadow length on the help on the start menu. And that was actually on the pretty much, it is for in here. It is pretty much not really visible in here. That's the reason why I didn't notice it for that long. And yeah, the last thing that I did today is switch some the USB profile options to Lua functions. Pretty much I just added so that the first of all to have some more options available for there and have some more details. So if it's, I'm not even sure if I should be even, actually I should be going over and show those off. It's for custom song load timeout, custom song max seconds, and custom song max megabytes. And that is pretty much it with everything over in here. I can potentially go over in here and actually show this off. Okay, it actually wasn't needed. So yeah, have a second in here to make it actually look better. Here have it actually formatted correctly, and here have the megabytes in here. I may go back in terms of have the text pretty much not there. Also, yeah, in SL there would have been just 1 gigabyte, but since it says in megabyte, I'll have it just there. And yeah, this one is pretty much unchanged because I don't think I even need to, otherwise it would be just 10 to 100 in 10 steps, and from 100 to 1000 in 100 steps. It's something similar that what I've done over there already. Also in terms of things, yeah, actually this is part of it what I would be potentially go through in terms of things that may be needed for something else. Yeah, enable groove stats. I'm just starting with it, and I think I have a system going, and I will be even doing it way better than SL does, because SL has it cluttered and in positions that are pretty much, yeah, not necessary at all, and I still need to do certain things for that at all. So yeah. And depending if they are turned on, if one goes into their profiles in here I don't have it enabled, but still, just as a thing over in here. On the right side, there would be the group stats data displayed. Pretty much not the full API, it's pretty much the first 6 ... the last 6, just to pretty much display that it has been listed there and whatnot. And pretty much if it's pad player or keyboard player, it's pretty much just a boolean, but still, in actuality, a little bit more of a text would be actually better. And depending if there is anything different with, yeah, still profile over on there, maybe also a little bit different over there either way. So yeah, that is pretty much what I have planned on doing. And in terms of how it would be showing off here, it will be on the top left corner, somewhere around like the songs, courses, current game mode, pretty much there, but a little bit under, pretty much under the top border, and it will pretty much show off if it's on or not. And if it's on, it will be pretty much like green if it's connected, and if it's connected, it will also show all the 3 systems that group stats pretty much has, and depending if they are allowed to. And if anything is pretty much off, group stats will be then yellow. Yeah, I would be potentially saying if it has been red for any reasons, I would be then saying don't even go there. Yeah, not really sure in terms of how I'm going to do that, if that's going to be that. Still. Going in. Yeah, first time, it always loads this long. Yeah, just in regards of things over in here. Not really what I meant, but pretty much here, for example. In-game it would be pretty much saying 3 minutes and 31 seconds, but because of the fix that I have, since it is turned on, it would be actually then saying 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Maybe we'll be going, getting to see any of those anywhere later either way. And for anything else, have it just there. I am just double checking in terms of everything. Yeah, preview, keep it. That can still be there. Everything else is fine. Orientation normal, because of course, and that should be also fine. So if I remember correctly, I don't have anything there, but I will be doing this just in case if it does. Loading. Also, I will be failing because of the level. Yeah, that's way too much already. Either that or I may not even have its positioned correctly. Yeah, either way. Nah, this is just because of over here. From in-game. Not for me. It just looked a bit off. Or it may be just shadow. Yeah, because of all this over in here, nothing has been cached correctly. So yeah, and that is also the only one that I can do. Yeah, as it's pretty much noticeable. And another something. Yeah, two things over in here that I also need to explain. I changed my profile leveling system. Before it was game mode based. Now it is pretty much step type based. So pretty much it differentiates, like if I play double, I get the double experience. I'm leveling my double. Or from in here, like, yeah, pretty much I have, depending, it would be doubled, because single, double, pretty much for all game modes. Depending if there are also some separates, I would be potentially saying, yeah, depending if there are, yeah. Yeah, in this game mode it would be 3 styles, single and double, so it would be 6, pretty much all for BMO. And yeah, also what I've added is the EXP gained. I said stuff in terms of, yeah, I would like to get an information in terms of how much I have actually gained, so yeah, that's there. And there. Another one where it's pretty much off. Yeah, that's way too much. It was already questionable beforehand, but now... I'll be having at least two... But okay, what the hell was going on there? Oops. Is there actually anything missing in here? There may have been. Yes, certainly some things are missing. Either it is going to be fixed in the next difficulty, or something went wrong. I'm not even sure if it was my problem at all, since, yeah, everything was modified in here. Unless it was already in OGG. In terms of sound file. Okay, I'm not really sure on stuff here. So yeah, apparently there's stuff going on over there. And that's the last one even. Huh. Ah. It may have been like this. Oh, wait a second, I may have an idea what the actual problem is. And that is not really my problem. I'm not really sure if it's actually doable in the latest Outfox version. The file names used for the sound effects may have characters that it can't read. I'm going to check out the disc one. I'm not going to check out the one that has been labeled level 42. Okay, I need to check something. 14. Ah, it is there. I searched it wrong. So, no. There may have been something else that is going on. I'm going to check something. No, it can't be. This is not in here. There isn't apparently an expand. Not really sure if it's doing something. Yeah, I'm not really sure if it's actually anywhere or something. Still, not my fault. Unless that one is supposed to sound like this. Let's go over in here. Or something that was actually readable in here.
준비된 이야기를
Let's check over in here. That should be doable. Oops. I blame the scratches, seriously. Yeah, that's the only one from this one. Didn't we had that one somewhere? I'm not really sure if it's dead. Oops. Was there actually stuff afterwards? I'm not sure on that one. Bill. Again. Also, I think on this one I have delayed loading turned off because I think it is just doing stuff weird. I guess. I'm still not sure in regards of that. If that is that, I may need to say something in regards of that. Nah. Why has this been said? It's... So what's going on in here? Why is it a 5 even though my system says it's an 8? Okay. Of course it's D plus because G. Also in regards of stuff, I may actually do something in regards of not only thingamajiggy, reloading a song, and potentially even auto-failing in regards of... I will be potentially doing that at the same position where... And if that is that, then I will be potentially also having stuff elsewhere and whatnot. It's going to be something. It's a little bit ambitious on what I have planned. What the hell is in here? The fuck? Hello? What's going on in here? Yeah. I'm not really sure what the hell is even going on there. Oh, I forgot on stuff. I should not be... Or maybe I could have gained... So it depends. That's also something. This is also the reason why I haven't pushed it yet. Because of this, I would have slipped my mind. Because it's not being added. Because it's only being added if I clear stuff. But that is going to be something else. That's the reason why it's an 8, because it's a bit awkward. Yeah, that's way awkward. Yeah, I would be saying it's an 8. I'm also occasionally checking stuff because even though the room doesn't say it's hot, but my body is hot because of being active here. Why is... Hello? That is also quite something. Especially since it's only... Hey? There is also something else there, so not sure what the hell is going on there. Yeah, I will be only doing this one because the other one has BPM snafu. Bleh. It's just awkward. Seriously. And because of that, I will be actually checking the other one. Because of loading snafu. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I blame Outfox. Okay. Yeah, that is the reason why I'm not going over there, because of that bullshit. So yeah. Going over in here. The usual. It's mostly on the end part, so I'm depending on the patterns, I may be able to do, but that's the reason I can't do dual rhythms, even if they are pretty much split.